Next heading is Indian capital market evolution and growth. The period between 1947 and 1973 marked the development of infrastructures for capital market. During this period, a network of development financial institutions such as IFCI, ICI, IDBI and UTI were developed. So during the period between 1980 and 1992, debentures emerged as a powerful instrument of resource mobilizations. So the new financial institutions are a number of institutions of finance have been established to cater to the credit requirement of various segments of industry and needs. The first one is venture fund institution. Venture capital financing is a form of equity financing designed especially for funding new and innovative projects. Venture capital funds bring into force the high technology projects. For example, the venture capital include risk capital formation of IFCI, venture fund of IDBI, SIDBI and technology development. Then mutual funds, financial institutions that provide facilities for channeling savings of small investors into avenues of productive investments are called mutual funds. So the next heading is the benefits specialized are institutions like LIC, UTI are the examples of mutual funds. The benefits of mutual fund are high return, easy liquidity, safety and tax benefit to the investors. Then factoring institutions. Factoring is an arrangement where a financial institution provides financial accommodation on the basis of assignment, sale of account receivable. Some of the factoring institutions operating in India are SBI Factors, Commercial Services Private Limited. Then fourth heading is Over-the-Counter Exchange of India. The OTCEI was set up by a premier financial institution to allow the trading of securities across the electronic counters throughout the country. It addresses some specific problems both investors and medium-sized companies. The next heading is National Clearance and Depository System. Under the scriptless trading system, settlement of transactions related to securities take place through a book entry. The entire scriptless trading system comprises the following three segments. First one, National Trade Comparison and Reporting System. Second one, National Clearing System, which aims at determining the net cash and stock liability. And third one, National Depository System, which arranges to provide for the transfer of ownership of securities. The National Securities Depositories Limited. The NSDL was set up in the year 1996 for achieving a time-bound dematerialization as well as rematerialization of shares. The establishment of NSDL is expected to alleviate the problem of forced trade transaction in the secondary market. Then Stock Holding Corporation of India Limited. The Stock Holding Corporation of India Limited aims at serving as a central securities depository in respect of transaction on stock exchange. The corporation also takes up the administration of clearing functions at a national level. So, the next market is foreign exchange market. The foreign exchange market abets the foreign exchange trading. It is the largest, most liquid market in the world within an average traded value of more than $5 trillion per day. It includes all the currencies in the world and any individuals, company or country can participate in it. Then commodity market. The commodity market manages the trading in primary products which take place in about 50 major commodity market. That is increasingly outsourced to physical purchase which are to be delivered. Commodity market are commonly classified into two subgroups. They are hard commodities and soft commodities. Hard commodities are raw materials typically mined such as gold, oil, rubber, iron and ore. Then soft commodities are typically grown agriculture primary product such as wheat, cotton, coffee and sugar. Then derivative markets. Derivative market facilitate the trading in financial instruments such as futures contract and options used to help control financial risk. So to control the financial risk, the derivative markets are used. The instruments derive their value mostly from the value of underlying asset that can come in many forms: stock, bonds, commodities and mortgages. So these are the new issues, financial systems. So from this lesson, we studied about the meaning and definition of capital market, then kinds of capital market, the capital market. Then the next reading is importance of capital market, and then Indian capital market evolution and growth, then new financial institutions, then commodity market, foreign exchange market and derivative market. Please read the lessons thoroughly